What's happening, Wargamers? Welcome to the After Action Report. Shield vs. Guardians of the Galaxy, and my goodness, did I take that one on the chin.
Oof.
I got nothing. I got absolutely tabled there. Anyone who says Cosmic Ghost Rider is not good anymore because of his changes, they can go suck an egg, quite frankly. He's not absolutely mad busted.
Yep.
But he is still damn good.
He moves to where he wants to go. He's got Incinerate. He's not throwing it on everyone, but he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
There's members of his team that do the stuff. So
yeah, he is still damn good. And honestly, like he was a constant issue for me to deal with in this game. And it hit a point where I really couldn't.
Yep.
Like near the end of the game, I was saying it's like, okay, well I can take on Rocket or I can try and take down CGR. And I mean, maybe Namor lives to Rocket's attacks. I don't know, but I didn't have confidence in dealing 6 points of damage to CGR to take him down.
No, and honestly, like CGR, he was a menace the whole time, right? So
yeah. Now, just to get it out of the way, yes. My attack dice were absolute garbage this game.
Yeah, you had so many 5 and 6 dice attacks that did 2 damage or 1 damage.
I had a whole bunch of 7 die attacks that did jack all as well. Like I did that 7 die attack into Star-Lord, and it's like, nope, nothing.
I don't remember an attack roll that I had that didn't have at least 1 crit in it.
Oh my goodness, yeah, every
time. The ones that were filled with skulls were all Psychosis CGRs.
And I want to point out, we were sharing the same dice pool this game as well, so like, there's nothing shady going on there. Like, it was just, the dice clearly had it in for me. Now, having said all that, the dice were definitely against me, but I mean, I was up in the scoring game quite a bit.
Yes.
And honestly, if 1 or 2 defensive rolls had just gone a little bit better in my favor, you know, if Iron Man had actually blocked anything.
Any damage at all, other than his pay 1.
Like it could have been a bit of a different story. Actually, if you didn't have the winged tokens on Bolt when you went into Bucky, that would have been a different story as well. Because all of a sudden Bucky was Bolt would be staring down 2 got your backs from Bucky.
Yep, it would have been gross.
Which would have been huge for me.
Yeah,
because I could have potentially whittled you down a little bit, and maybe done enough damage to you that okay, maybe I can take Bolt out.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, maybe I can like do something, right? But
and honestly, the dice definitely would decided the story for a lot of today.
They did, but I feel like even in the face of the dice rolls, like I tried to keep sort of my composure, and I tried to keep with the scoring game.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I couldn't keep up with it. Unfortunately, you were just so friggin' on point. Like your attrition.
Well, and one of the first things that happened, like Bolt here,
one-shotting Tony.
Well, one-shotting Tony, but also his pay 1 bodyguard it
was big.
Yeah, and honestly, that's been my problem in the past with Guardians. Like Star-Lord just getting mooked by whoever, like he dies to everything.
Yeah. I would say Bolt was definitely a star of this game. Like one-shotting Tony was huge because that was also 2 points you took off me, right?
Yep. And between him having the wing in it and him being an Inhuman, like he always had like a decent set of hits. So I really liked it. It was really a lot of fun.
Yeah, Bolt was super consistent this game. Really hard to deal with. Rocket was just kind of there, but he scored you points every single round, pretty much.
Yep.
CGR came in, he did what he needed to do. Even Star-Lord showed up.
I didn't even feel like CGR did like a crazy amount of damage. He just was consistent in throwing out what he was gonna hit. So
also, I think the most demoralizing one for me this whole game was when you plucky attituded. Into like 4 successes.
Yeah, that was a little gross. And I was like, oh right, that crit doesn't count as a shield. Yeah. This is perfect.
Yeah, that really hurt. I think the other one was when you recalled Namor's really good attack into, I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, and you re-rolled into like 2 successes.
4. I went from 7 to 4.
Right.
And that one hurt. Yeah. That one stung a little bit. Not gonna lie. But it is what it is. I mean, that is the nature of a dice game. I was really hoping to leverage the rerolls into Bucky a lot more, but honestly, with all my guys going down the way they were, it wasn't happening.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure you're gonna have to get this out on the table again and see a pretty good or much better example for this because your dice were just not showing up today.
They weren't. It was rough. But I will say your team, your composition came together, did really well. Like you were able to really focus in and punch guys a lot. I'm really regretting the 16 threat. I now think I should have chosen 15 threat because then I wouldn't have been dealing with either CGR or Black Bolt, and I think I would have been a much happier camper for it.
That's fair.
Because, oh my goodness, that was Bolt is so good. Like I don't think Bolt is not busted, but Bolt is so good now.
He's consistent and effective in each phase of the game, right?
So. Yeah, and it was rough. I'm not gonna lie, this has probably been one of the worst showings my Shield team has probably had in a long time. Now,
definitely on the channel.
Now, in all fairness, this is the second time I've played Shield since Adepticon, so I am still a little rusty with them, and maybe I didn't eyes when I should have, or maybe I like sacrificed when actually, you know what? The one that also got me was when I used Prince's Protection with Namor, and you're just like, yeah, we're just gonna kill you anyway with 5 damage.
Yeah.
That one really hurt as well because I was gonna put that would allow me to push you away.
The whole time I was thinking, oh, Namor's in the perfect spot. He's going to just smash me. This is great. Oh, nope.
Yep. No, right. It did not come together at all. And I kind of wish I had a Helios laser instead of a Stark Armory.
All right.
And just nuke someone right off the board. And that would have been super.
Or Black Bolt would just be not here anymore.
Yeah, like just nuke someone off the table would have been huge for me, but it was not to be. So yeah, I don't know. Like I'm trying to find other things to kind of discuss here.
Well, what about Namor in Shield? Like, did you feel like he had an effective role here?
I do like Namor in Shield. I think the nature of the game unfortunately forced me to put Namor into positions where I wasn't really able to leverage him as well as I wanted to. And unfortunately, like his reroll bubble just wasn't really doing it for me today. I think if the dice were a little bit more even rolling, I think I would have seen a lot more consistency off his stuff.
I didn't really feel like he got a chance to really get the best out of his attack from the deep.
He also rolled so many attacks and just kind of whiffed a whole bunch of them, and your defense just showed up in droves.
Yeah,
I do really like Namor and Shield. I like him a lot. I love having the overlapping reroll bubbles for the Shield agents. I think that's really nice.
Yep.
That medium-sized base makes it really easy to get that overlapping bubble as well.
That long move, definitely. First turn, you came up here, grabbed the thing, and then went back to your home point, and I'm like, oh.
Yep.
Oh no, that's the game this is going to be, right?
I absolutely love that. If only that paranoia was a hammer.
Yeah, right?
If that paranoia was a hammer, I would have felt a lot better about things.
I'm very worried.
And I want to try a little bit more with the overlapping reroll bubbles and Bucky, because I think there is still something to Bucky there. I just didn't get a lot of activations out of from this game.
No, unfortunately not. Simply
because of the way everything was kind of going down. Like you were able to neutralize him really quickly.
Yeah.
And you came in really hard, really fast. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep up with it.
So. Yeah. I definitely felt like I was playing a little too reserved at the start, but I had every intention of closing in, right?
Not gonna lie, I thought you were playing too reserved at the start too. I think I even said as much to you off camera. But it paid off for you because I wasn't able to leverage a lot of my attacks into you, and you were able to use round 2 to just kind of roll in and just absolutely murk my team.
Yeah.
Like in reality, what I probably should have done is I probably should have kept Iron Man back a little bit, let you score up in the first round. And then round 2, just really go in and go to town on you.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was probably a misplay on my part, but again, like rusty Shield play.
That's fair.
So that could be part of it, and just a little part of me kind of forgets sometimes just how much firepower the Guardians can put out.
Yes,
which is obscene. So anyway, I think that's the talk right there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. We will see you next time. Happy wargaming.